Alright, what up? So I'm gonna work out again today. For sure, whatever you want to do. You know, already. Oh yeah. I don't think so. I never figured one default, and I am man. So, and that's woman right there. You guys already know her for sure. Anyways, let's get this workout done. Second workout I needed. I was looking sloppy earlier today. Just check out pretty quick. I only worked out once yesterday. Yeah, so excuse me. Parts. So that's how that works. Like you go and you go and you go daily, more than one workout a day, and you just don't look as dope. So, I mean, you guys can't tell, but I can tell. This arm stretched out and it stays stretched, which is really awesome. Anyways, I'm the most heterosexual man alive, period. That is the most heterosexual woman alive, period. Her name is Margot. It was Margot Robbie. She's Harley Quinn. She's a woman and I'm a man. So why I'm in this situation now, I don't know. She's a girl that I knew when I was a kid in Charlottesville, Virginia. So I've had a weird awakening now. And I'm not going to do anything violent or anything, but this is real life. And obviously we were separated, and that's the hugest problem. Because if you look outside right now, God Almighty's in the sky. You can see him out there. Okay, so what that means is that you guys clearly did not care about his plan for all of us this time around. I'll say, because I don't know exactly what is actually happening in life. I just know that it's been disrespectful to the max level of existence. I'm actually wondering if anybody can even care. I've been saying a lot of stuff, but now it's starting to come clear to me that I am the king of life. That's the queen. On facts alone, man and woman, we can't change into some other form, which means that this planet is mine, at least that much. So I'm just trying to understand what everybody was thinking. I don't think anything violent would happen, as I've lived a life considering myself separate. I'm not any sort of a cop or a judger at all, because there's a God in the sky also. I leave everything to him. But having to figure out that I was so different that the world, wouldn't stop trying to eliminate me from life, and possibly her as well. Just to find out very scary things, as we are the only ones of our kind, probably. And she's married I'm sure the marriage is fake, but then again, in this world, I doubt it. So I don't know what else to do or say. Hopefully, someone or something is gonna fix the situation. If this is fixing it, that's great. But obviously, she's upset and she just wants to be with me. Um, so that whole life that I've lived up to this point is kind of irrelevant because it was a theft life. I've been struggling this entire time. I've gotten multiple injuries that will heal completely eventually, but I shouldn't have got them in the first place. And you can say it's because I'm black, or you can say it's because of jealousy, which is really what it's about. Uh, and I don't know what's going to happen after this. We've all kind of played this whole time. I had no idea what was happening, so you guys were just kind of playing. Perhaps you knew life um, before you took advantage of me and her, and I just don't know what's gonna happen next. Obviously, God is allowing life still. I'm 35 years old. At least that's what I've been told. She's 30 years old. But so that means I'm either 30 years old and she's uh 30 years old, or she's 35 and I'm 35. I'm sure we'd be the same age, like Adam and Eve. Only my name is Rico. Her name is Margot or Margot. And I'm sure you guys know the whole story about what we're even doing in life, or perhaps it was just a rebirthing of some sort, as the year is supposed to be 2021, and it's just strange. So I'm struggling through life. I've accepted every sort of a thing, like get out of life, and tried a lot of ways, but um, and people have tried to, take me out, kill me. The point is that none of that stuff is working, which means that I have to be here, and so does she. Uh, so, I mean, first of all, I forgive everybody. I can understand that you might have been so jealous that you just weren't thinking. God is super, allowing. And but the thing is that we're aging, and I'm getting clearer and clearer headed that if nobody's ever loved me this whole time, and now a famous woman has had it to the max level, and she started saying that she loves me, and then that's a problem because obviously she's God's daughter and I'm God's son, which would have to be a problem for you guys. However, you probably murdered all of the men and women at some point in existence. So to prove just one more time, so it'd be a second time that God created all of this, He sent His own two creations. Uh, it's obvious that we're different looking. She's probably black there, and then when I open my eyes, she's white and I'm black, and I'm white here. So you get it. Uh, but I'm sure that's God just joking in a way, as He has a bunch of rules about violence and stuff. Really, even though it's all in the Bible, wars and stuff, and him taking sides and things. But He's not really taking sides. He's protecting his own following and believers. So the point is that we can't do whatever we want to do because time occurs constantly in life. People, you can't take people and not explain to them what has been happening. You guys can get as tough as you want, but like I said, God is the biggest uh, power there is, and Rico is just an intelligent kid who grew up. We probably all knew this was coming, so we just got to figure out what to do. Um, Already, her and I have a plan to unite, so that's gonna happen. But uh, don't expect any violence out of me. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna kind of close myself off. Maybe this is how people become royal or whatever. Um, However that works. I'm sure it wasn't supposed to go this way. I'm sure it was supposed to happen right away. I do believe in God. I believe that He will give us, her and I, the strength to mentally press forward. I'm sure he's doing that now. Um, and I also don't think anybody should try to get down and give up on life. I don't hate anybody. Do you hate anybody? Do you hate anybody? She's a little angry, rightfully so. Uh, so hopefully I'm right about this, honestly, because it'll keep the world going at least. And if you do have problems, first of all, seek counseling and psychological, help and stuff like that. Because, um, I mean, I went through all of that, uh, and I'm sitting here talking about something pretty scary. I don't think anybody else could ever talk about something this scary. I don't think this was part of God's plan. I'm just kind of making this stuff up and guessing. Um, but love is so powerful that it gets you thinking, and then you see a bunch of weird stuff. Not weird, just different stuff. People, not entirely people, all different types of beings. They're not just human being. They're, I would say alien being, but and what does that mean? Like, are people constantly coming in off of this world? I do not know. Uh, so we're just gonna like take it a day at a time because you guys forced this situation. You may have had a lot of fun for the past 35 years or so, but you did not uh, earn that fun in a way. I don't want to be any sort of a king who is telling you what to do. Like I said, it was pretty wrong that you took advantage of a human being in modern time, possibly two human beings in modern time, and for 35 years straight, you didn't behave yourselves. So don't expect any sort of violence from me. I don't know what God has been doing to you guys, uh, but you still hate me. You've been hating me this whole time. So I'm just waking up and realizing that it something has happened and is different now for sure. So I don't know. Good luck. Do not give up. Get help. And yeah, I forgive you guys. She forgives you, and we'll just move forward from here because nobody's better than any other person. It's the science of attention and the science of what are the facts of life. The facts are is that we are all created a way in life. I am man for sure. I have one penis, two testicles. Um, and then that also gets pretty weird. Sort of, I may even have two penises that are twined into one by God Almighty, I would assume. And she has two vaginas. So the point is, uh, or possibly two fallopian tubes and four ovaries. The point is you guys probably made a spectacle of the last creation, so to speak, as the Bible says. This is his second attempt at this experience, and you probably the man of that time was probably Jesus Christ, but I do not know. And then Mary Magdalene back then. I'm no holy person. I only read what's been created in history. I'm not bringing anything to the table other than this idea for fitness and good health mentally. But you can, that isn't. I didn't grow up wanting to do this. I did this just because of my life, what I was enjoying in life, and this has always been something to enjoy. So, they can be what you want. I don't care anymore. I do want everyone to be safe, and I care about people's safety. And don't give up because I went through a long, hard life. I'm just clearing my head now. I don't want any badness to happen to anybody. I'm sure she doesn't either. But just thinking, try not to overthink. Okay, this all in the past as far as I'm concerned. I just want people to understand that I am recognizing that there was something strange about my life. Alrighty, so go on. Anyways, workout number 2. Excuse me. So yeah, I definitely got to work out at least twice a day to keep it looking tight and toned and not sagging. Uh, I'm fine. Listen. Right on. Fortunately, that won't be possible. There's all sorts of like technology that I haven't gotten any of it. It is crazy. So like I was born the king in the world stuck me in a box. Are you safe now? That's great. I do apologize for anybody that was messed up during this. I guess it's kind of my fault. I had no idea what was happening in life. We are gonna figure it all out. I'm sure everybody knows and wants to tell me so. So I guess I have to put it together myself. Which is understandable. I guess I'm kind of scary. Although if you listen to people who know me, who were around me this entire time, I haven't done any scary things really. But being Joe, probably better than you at behaving. So I can't blame God for any of this. I think free will and choice is everything that made his creation the best. A sense of more control over the individual that you were granted to be. So, in taking a step back and allowing most things, if not all things, to be possible. Although I don't think so anymore. I think he literally shut that part of life off, but he used to. How this will go down in writing, you have to ask the writer. But as for reality, the facts of all of us is pretty messed up. I hope I'm not expected to do any sort of contribution other than regenerating human being life that I can do, but building or like fixing stuff, I don't know. Maybe these videos is fixing stuff. Actually, I think they are. So, no. Yeah, she said they are. She says that I am. So you wake up in your wife, I suppose, who is somebody else's, or she's my wife, is a fucking movie star. Speak my language. Like, what is that? I woke up like this, right? Nah, nobody gives a shit anymore. So, mm, so, hey, from me to you. Thank you. You know, this is a gesture for the F word, but I have a beard. It's also a gesture for get up in there, scoop it up, scratch it. Burr. So I've been working out for almost 8 years in July. That's the quick 8 years. 8 years, yo. What the freaking heck? I've been working out every single day except for May 3rd, 2020. Since I think like July 15th, 2019. I think. So I could just check the boob. Picture of the boob. You mind if I check really quick or? She sure does. Alright. I mean, I don't have anything else to say. Oh, great. No, nothing can happen because of the facts. I am man, that is woman, and everybody else was themselves, I do believe, and they knew about life and they didn't share it with us two. Perhaps they shared it with her. She knew, but she's a woman. Maybe she was scared. nobody shared it with me, so I just had to use my mind to figure out that something was up, something was wrong, and as a person needs to learn to forgive themselves. Uh, it's not the end of the world. It's just, a person needs to be able to tell themselves where they've went wrong at. Period. Um, I did it all of my life, and it helped me. So otherwise, I don't know what to say. I don't know what's going on in the world. I know we're in a situation, health wise. I don't know what's up with other groups of people. I do know that there are good people in the world, or good beings in the world, but how good, I don't know. Perhaps this is all normal, maybe, and then I'm just being introduced into the world, possibly the last or the next creation by God, which is an old one. So it's kind of starting over. If you know the Bible, unless everything's or beings, excuse me, creations before man and woman. And if my story tells anything about that, is there's facts that is exactly what we were before. But I was born with testicles, and I think everybody else had testicles inside their body. Obviously, no. Oh, well, either way, um, the facts are the facts. People there must have been something before me, and if there wasn't, um, how the heck? So we just need to figure out a way to continue on with some sort of order from now on, because people are, no longer should they allow themselves to think that they can do whatever they want, because it's killing existence, basically. um, and you can't put the blame on anybody else. Fix the things that are wrong with you. Obviously, if you don't like certain things about yourself, you can fix them. Don't try to bring down the world. uh, Instead, just you know fix yourself, fix your issues. Don't just go quiet in your mind and not think that they need to not be fixed. You need to listen to yourself and get on the work that needs to be done to fix the problems with you. So I don't know. I am feeling kind of like a king, different, um, and I don't think it's anything that I'm doing with working out. I think it has everything to do with sobriety, really, being sober enough for long enough, and as an adult to know that something strange has been happening, and I was uh, lying to myself by doing intoxicants. So now that time has cleared out of my mind, and I'm just sitting here as an adult, and things haven't gotten better like normally, um, it's time to kind of judge, you know, us and what we're doing. So I've already shared things that will help you get some help psychologically. I did it for all the years that I was adopted, possibly all my life. I was in counselor offices at school and stuff like that, talking to people. It helps. It'll get your mind able to do that on your own, and also, uh, if you do have drug problems, assess and figure out why, whatever type of being you are. Um, be sure to uh, do what's best for your kind of a being. I don't know exactly what all is out there. I just know that there definitely are different sorts of uh, beings. It's a fact. I am but the one, and I sound pretty clear-headed enough. I'm allowed to walk around outside, so it must be a lot more worse coming from other people than it is for me. So um, I don't really want to help any people. If you see these videos, take from it what you can to, you know, use it in your mind or however you process life. But I don't want to meet people really. I'm a little bit scared. And I mean, I've been walking around for 35 years alone in an unsafe environment. Um, I'm not afraid of death. I'm just afraid of a conversation of bullshit, of just lying while you're talking to me. And we don't have the same value over life, over actual life. We don't wake up wanting the same thing for all of creation and all of life. I wake up wanting to see more and more great things occurring and coming to be. And you may wake up wanting it all to end permanently. So we're different there. I can never be angry at God. And I think others can wake up and have no problem with being angry at he who says he is the creator of life and all that you see. So it, I think you need to definitely seek some help. Give me some time. Maybe I'll be able to help you with these videos or just my words, I guess. Seek help, you know, things like that. Get it in your head. Otherwise, uh, you know, imagine there's someone there silent right now, just listening to me. Um, you know, you obviously already were asking for someone like this to assist you in your thinking. So what are you thinking? You're probably thinking, I don't like what I'm doing. I don't like uh, where I feel, the way I feel by the nighttime. I don't like the way that I have to keep waking up. But you're thinking about it because you are continuing to wake up. And to keep it simple, that means that you know that you need to make an adjustment. You just don't know how or what to do. Write out the things that you're thinking, and then look them up. Look up the words because your mind is telling you what the words are, and you may not know what the words are. So look them up, and then uh, search on the web browser where to get help for those issues. I believe in doctors, every single one of them. There's a doctor for everything. I think that her and I are the only two human beings left, unfortunately. Um, she's a woman, I'm man, so we won't have the same problems. Therefore, your kind and your people are already in the industry that you are needing right now. You just gotta believe that. Um, so, so you know, try not to stay angry. Get your help. Go ahead and do your thing. Put the words that are in your mind on a piece of paper, or just search them on your phone or whatever, and then search for the doctor for those words, and they will literally raise you to a point like it did me, where you'll be able to hold a job, you'll be able to eventually get married, you'll be able to live your life sober and you know able to do that all on your own. So you know, good luck. Otherwise, check people's videos. YouTube has a lot of people, a lot of inspiring people. Social media, use all the social media, and then also try to make the changes in your life that keep getting you in trouble. Get them out of there. You try that song. That's a good song. I hear that word all the time. Then point to yourself. Like, so if you're like in your own personal domain, your room, your house, whatever, you're just seeing stuff. First of all, what do you guys what? Do you have like a body that stays in the realm of reality, or you just pass it by? Are you a ghost? Then? Are you just frightened? Did you come here to kill me? Get your ass back home, wherever it is that you live. You ain't killing me. I just want to try. Go ahead. No. Fucking take a seat then. What the fuck? Excuse my language. So I see a lot of shit like that. And if they haven't killed you, congratulations. You're organic at least or something. So I am sorry if I ruined, if I messed up life. Why am I thinking these things? I know I didn't intentionally, decide to start talking about weird things, but these things are on my mind. Uh, and you got to think about 35 years of accepting things that just don't seem right. So, what's the worst that can happen? What if God's plan is to make it just a little bit more difficult by telling the truth, and just putting some ideas out there that just are. These are facts. These are things that have been happening in my life. I wake up one day and I decide no more cigarettes, but first let me start working out. Let me get back to, at least by myself, because when I was with others, they were asking me to give up on life. Tried that, it did not work. So I'm telling everybody how to not do that. And it may actually just be a phase, part of growing up, but you don't actually give into that stuff. And whoever was telling me to give up, I can't thank them on that one because it's life. That part is, I mean, it's attempted murder technically, but I get so much of that I've accepted it. What are you gonna do? Ask them to not kill you? Hey, don't kill me. Hey, don't want me dead. But the point is, as I said, but they're not listening either way. To want someone dead is, what is that? What is that? That doesn't even make sense in life. It isn't like you're fighting to survive in a war. You're just tired of seeing a person. In my case, it must have been tired of seeing a person do well. So it's got you to become a murderer in a way. Definitely. You may not see it, but if you don't want someone to live, that means you are a murderer, period. You know what I mean? So, and then just the psychology of that, the mind state of wanting someone to die doesn't even make sense in life. It doesn't even make sense. We're all alive, presumably. So to not want life in life for someone else doesn't even make sense. Why not? Why don't you want another person to live? And how could you not want another person to live? That shit is just, it's strange to me. If you're looking at me and say, oh, I wish I was him. So since I'm not, I wish he was dead. It's like, what the fuck is that? You don't like you? I bet you like you. You like me too, or something. Like, or something. Sheesh. hate to do it, but I actually have to take a breath. Excuse me. So, and take a poop. Sorry. All right, let me just speed through this. Basically. Already. Or the what you marry me. Awesome. Alrighty. Do that if you want to marry somebody. I don't know. What do I know? Alright. You know, try to do things on your own. My reason is I don't want to put anybody else at risk ever in life. I'd rather be the one who gets in trouble or hurt. Is why I don't like to ask for help. Except for medical issues, because I'm not a medical person, professional. But other things, you know what I'm talking about. Don't go and ask your friends to help you with something anymore. You know what to say. If you do your check on that, you always gotta you stay in debt with them. I think even family members actually. I think we're all on our own. So try to do things yourself. Look it up on the internet how to do something. That's what I do. Love helps, but you got to be patient for that. That'll find you. Don't just go and think you can fall in love with anybody because you might find out your love is a celebrity. So Hmm. Videos from Regis. Back up to 20 pounds for the front raises. So just to be clear, I don't know if you guys have been watching these videos. I've been saying I'm thinking that there's someone that knew me as a kid or younger, yeah, as a kid, that loves me. Uh, well, you guys should be okay with the. I don't know what this underworld stuff is, or should I not say anything? So I've been hearing a lot about the underworld. I don't know what the fuck that is. That should mean inside the planet. And even that, my name is Rico the One Dufald. I still don't know what the fuck that's about. But I've been hearing it a lot. And I've even been wondering if people even speak like I do. I know there's all sorts of ways to speak English. As the books, you know, suggest, United States Postal Service right there, priority mail, just left to right in America. But then people want to start their own societies, and I do believe that's what they mean by the underworld. I'm not a part of the underworld. I'm not a terrorist. I'm not any sort of a bad person. I'm not a gang member. I literally don't have a life. I work at a pet store. It's fucking awesome. Um, and then other than that, I don't do anything. I work out, and that's it. I think that's all that I do. I'm in a transitional period where I don't have a place to stay, but I'm working really hard to change that. Other than that, I can't think of anything else that I do in life. They shut everything down, so I can't even go to the gym, LA Fitness. Always do what they say do. You don't get to do what you want to do anymore. When you're in love, when they own you. Now, be an adult and understand that doesn't mean you're their new assassin or bodyguard. You're just their mate for life. It's final. It's final. Uh, you don't get any more choices. There's one of you that is the boss. You know, if you're weak like me, thank you. And then the other one is the one who needs to be, uh, protected or whatever, however it works. I know that I'm the one who doesn't get to choose what to do anymore. Okay, like they shut down the whole fucking world. I think that is my fault. I think they saw me working out and they got so jealous and had never seen anybody do what they want to do when all they were doing was just living their life. I think they recognized something they couldn't control and they made up a bunch of shit and shut down the world. So uh, also spit out all of your mucus. Don't like swallow it. Uh, do not for sure. Um, so like, well, like, oh yeah, I think they saw me working out and they couldn't control a person, so they fucking went to like strategy Z and shut down the planet. I don't know. I don't even think it's shut down for everybody. I honestly think it's only shut down for me. That's fucking disgusting. And I think like they tried to reopen it again this time. But the thing about it in Orange County, I think cops were coming in LA Fitness, assessing the situation, and they told these people with their secret society, I guess that was allowed because of the what it would have done to the planet if they didn't do it correctly. And I think they went in there, they shut that shit completely down. But they said to them, if you try to shut down the world again, uh, I don't know what they said. Like, if you shut down the world again, that's it. That's it for you guys or something, like straight out or something like that. And then I think they fucking went in there, rounded everybody up. I think inside of the planet, they brought them up to the surface and they burnt that shit down from the basement through the holes that they made for air or whatever. And that shit is done now. So, however, though, we have generations. They say 100 years of this underworld society. We have generations of these people uh, born and now they're on the surface of the world. Uh, Probably, uh, protected at least or guarded and separated. Um, Besides my two knuckleheads in there, I pray to God Almighty, the issue in the sky. It's they're in your hands. But just to kind of fucking grow up and recognize that something's been different. It's fucking strange. It's strange. So I hope the best for everybody. But just you're hearing things over the years, put in your head that something is up or something is going to happen. I'm a waiter. I wait for not a waiter with the food and stuff, but like I'll wait to die, no problem. But just hearing it over and over, and then the things that would happen following, I guess the threats or whatever you want to call them, uh, just were just so strange that I decided to say something's up. I'm gonna just say whatever's on my brain and see what happens. But true story, the cops did shut down whatever was in California or wherever the hell I'm at. I'm pretty sure it's California, because of Hollywood and everything, LAX and the beach, the mountains, Saddleback Mountain. Anyways, but they did come into LA Fitness like that, and you're trying to piece things together. I was in there the whole time doing this, thinking that it was I was, I'm always prepared to go to jail just for being black. Honestly, it's sad, but I'm always ready to just get in the car and fucking go. Uh, but they came in there smart, like these persons were coming in and out of the gym trying to get a fight going with me, but they didn't want any part of me. So they sent in the undercovers, and they knew who the persons were. The undercover, they knew who the undercover was, because I guess they were just talking loud and all right, like the cop was, all right, because he left. And days later, the fucking mountains were on fire and shit. So we'll probably see less brush fires now in California, unless they're controlled, they're videoed, and from start to finish, they won't just be springing up from inside of the ground in a hole somewhere. I hate to sound like a rat or whatever that is, rat snitch, because I don't really even know what's really happening. I don't know at all. I just know I have things on my mind, and I'm being urged to just speak them to see what happens. And well, she went like this. Well, let's see. Yeah, all right. She went like that because I said, let's see what happens. And you did it again. Yeah, Harley Quinn. I mean, I guess I don't even need to do too much then because the world knew what she was saying. So, uh, Margot, I was just learning how to read in Charlottesville, Virginia. That's who that girl is. In 8th grade. I don't even think she went to school. I think she was just in the neighborhood, and she came to find me because I was like 8 or 9. She was 8 or 9. My brother dragged me across the town to go kiss this girl. He told me it was called a French kiss. I was just like, the fuck? What are you talking about? He's pushing me all the way across he's like shoving me all the way across the town. I finally get over there and I'm just like, she's crying in the back. I just said this yesterday, but that's who she is. And then since she didn't go to school, I guess she just showed up at Buford Middle School and found me and just kept trying to tell me that she loves me and stuff. I was just like, Margaret, listen. You're white. This is ain't gonna work. I'm poor as can be. I think, I can't take care of you. What do you want me to do? You smell really nice though. You smell like straight candy. Where's the bag of candy at? You got candy on you. I can smell it. So, I mean, a little woman. She was already crazy with it. And also, that's what I mean. Lately, this has all been happening. Like, somebody's been putting these thoughts in my head. I do believe in life that that's how things are truly done with mating and pairings. I think I've been overhearing couples behave like this right before my presence. I'm in the same area as them, and they're just communicating in thought. It seems like so. Don't give up, you guys. Freaking expect to be hooking up with your one if you're able to. If you haven't murdered them or they you. Let's look around to see if I see a ghost right quick. I think I just saw someone named Tom or Tim. So I really love this. And as you can see her, she's changed a lot. So I'm sure it's serious stuff. We'll be quiet. So, alrighty. 15 pounds. So I'm singing that song to a couple women now. But that's the thing. It was obviously her putting that in my mind. She had to figure out a way to find me. She became famous. And it seems to have worked. She was working hard, and she found a little black boy who was adopted out of the neighborhood on the planet. And she's coming to claim me. So you'll probably see me marrying her pretty soon on social media. That's awesome. I hope I don't faint to fucking death. I should be alright because God is the best. But I guess that part, push through, you guys. You can do it. Oh yeah. Yay. She says I can work out all the way through in the second workout. Oh, shoot. Yeah. So guess we'll see probably this in a movie or something about me. Hopefully, if there's anybody after me, don't give up. This is just the way things go. All right. Probably for everybody, every human being. So, everybody wins, I guess. I love working out. I think if you clear your head, you get your head off the things that aren't helping it. Should be for everybody. We walk around all day, you know. Well, I walk around all day. So I mean, I've been seeing people flying all sorts of weird stuff. It's not weird. It's just the persons that are doing it are fucking scary as shit. That's why I say it's weird. I automatically assume that they're bad people, but they haven't. They haven't really done much bad. It's just scary to see with no explanation. Even I got a little bit of a, uh, Dragon Ball Z sort of a something happening with me, all from working out. I'm no fighter. You do at your own risk. I don't recommend you work out to try to be a killer or a violent being of any sort. That's not what I do it. I do it because it makes me look good. I'm young, and just we'll see where it goes from there. I never want to be a fighter. Fighting involves someone possibly dying. I've been raised to know the facts. If you kill somebody, you're gonna be going to jail for life. And also a bigger thing, if you kill somebody, you're probably going to hell because God Almighty is the one who said, "Do not do that." I think it's like the third or the fifth commandment. So, of the 10 commandments, I listened. I've said a lot of things in life, such as I'll kill everyone on earth if they ever hurt my white family. Of course, I was a kid then. I've never killed anybody, and I know I won't. But I just say that to explain to people we say stuff like that. Um, but we're not thinking then. It's just a threat, as safety has always been our issue here. I am black in a white family, so I worried extra when I had to fight for them once. Uh, with a friend of mine named Jason, just gave me permission to say his name. Um, it was scary. It was on my in the neighborhood, and and he showed up like right in front of my house and just was doing all sorts of scary stuff. I felt scared. I started crying. I feared for my family's safety, so I fought him, and that was that. We moved on with our lives. But killing someone, words are words. Uh, if you think that you can kill someone, there's something wrong with you. So uh, I know for a fact that I did not mean it. I never mean it. But you're arguing. You're trying to fucking save your own family with words, of course. So just be careful what you say, and then also if it's done a psychological permanence to your mind, um, recognize that you wake up every day trying to convince yourself to do that. So if you haven't killed anyone yet, that has to mean that you can't. You're trying to get yourself to. So don't do it. Uh, and again, psychological and the psyche does that. I use God. I use God, and I use doctors, um, and television also. Just watch the right things. Don't get your psychology from Grand Theft Auto. It's the dopest game ever. But if you're not already well enough in your mind, you're not going to play that game how you play your game in life, because life isn't a game. So you wouldn't play it the same. But that's how I played it. I played it exactly like that towards the end of this last one and the end of the old console. I stopped, trying to fucking shoot everybody in the game. I just was running through the game as if it were real life. I was balling in the game. I am balling in the game, um, in the video game, and uh, I played it just like that. I played safe. I didn't play a thug up in there, a gangster, or a murderer, a psychopath. I wasn't trying to get back at people who were killing me. I literally just stopped in one spot after it seemed like they were headhunting me, just read my gamer tag and was chasing me down. So I just stood in one spot. It's a video game. I'm not gonna die in real life from getting shot to death in a game nonstop by the entire board. So I just let them keep doing it until they was like running away and shit. And I got back to doing the missions and stacking my dough and trying to figure out life in the game, real life in the game. How do you ball out like that in real life? I have a weed shop in the game. I was I was a part of doing the glitching thing and everything. Everybody glitched and stuff, and then I basically destroyed and sold all my cars. I gave them back to the inside of the game, and started over, uh, and just stacked my money. I bought a weed business. I bought a motorcycle business. So it's all part of the video game. Um, so I went through like just a major life metamorphosis, and I decided just to be myself. What I decided to do in that game is proof of real life and how we're just better being the person that is scared. So I wouldn't even, try to force myself to do anything that is not me. For instance, going out all the time. Recently, before I got in that car accident, you could check my Instagram. So my car was pretty messed up, but I survived. Went to jail for 30 days, DUI. But going out, picking out my clothes, looking fresh, too fresh, and just feeling uncomfortable in my clothes. So I took certain things off of the outfit and started wearing just these sort of t-shirts, and a pair of good jeans, and my Jordans or whatever sneakers I was wearing at the time, mostly Jordans, and that's it. I didn't wear a bunch of print. I didn't keep wearing hats. I just kind of got over it. I think actually I was still wearing hats, but then again maybe not. I just didn't want to over wear things. I didn't want to look too like I had too much on, you know. Less is more. It seems like as far as fashion goes. So you know how you I put on too many clothes, and then I didn't want to step out the door to just go to the same place I've been going. I felt like I was not me. Felt awkward. So I just was like going through that sort of a understanding about myself, and I didn't want to. I had to figure out a way to step out the door happy with myself and comfortable in understanding what I was actually trying to go out and do, which is just go have fun. And it was not to go out there to try to get all the chicks, try to get all the attention. It was to try to go out there and relax. So I had to take off extra stuff, uh, just looking too dope, too much matching, too much going on with my outfit. So I went to plain t-shirts, curved t-shirts, Elwood, Vegas, and it's a long Inglewood in LA, I think. Um, and just that's it. I just kept it plain and felt more comfortable. I was able to think clearer and enjoy myself, enjoy who I am. And then you got all of the music and all the other people. You got Paulie D, a bunch of famous people uh, that come. They frequent the area, and it's a really nice area, and you get to see a lot of famous people out there where you're at for the same price, going out to party. So it's pretty safe, but hey, keep in mind there are drugs, there are alcohol, and there are cigarettes. Take everything else out of there. There's cigarettes. That's where I'm standing with it. Don't smoke cigarettes unless you're some sort of a computer being or some sort of a being that needs carbon as a partial part of their oxygen intake. But organic beings, we can't smoke cigarettes. Period. They're not for us. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and Yikes. This is the end of this video. All right, you guys, good luck. I'll see you tomorrow.